This is the weekly summary for the war report from October 25th to October 30th. This is the war report for October 25, 2021. The Ethiopian Air Force has taken several airstrikes in various places. The Amhara Regional Force, in coordination with ENDF, have recaptured the town of Kudabur after some heavy fighting, and TPLF rebels suffered heavy losses from ground and air strikes. ENDF Air Force bombed a school the rebels were using as a camp, and scores were killed. The rebels retreated to an area called Workaraya, and there is intense fighting. In Kundi, Air Force destroyed 21 TPLF trucks. In Tere, it destroyed 7 trucks and killed scores of rebels. In Werbabu, Babaksa area, 13 trucks were destroyed. In Werbabu, in an area called Adme-Lula area, many TPLF rebels have camped and are attempting to advance towards Bati. Also, in Werbabu, in area of Adabar, Kulbine, and Gafera, TPLF lost 4,000 fighters within the last week, and it is now sending an additional 5,000 reinforcements to the area. In a place called Delebta near Delanta, ENDF airstrike killed scores of rebels. Near Bastima and Gubisa, drone strike destroyed tanks, artilleries, and trucks loaded with looted property. In northern Wello near Arbit, Amhara Regional Force destroyed rebel trench positions. In Wag Hamra, Amhara Militia, Fano, and Amhara Regional Forces control most areas with the exception of Sakota and Abergele. In Gondar, Chubur area, Fano militias and regional forces killed several rebels. In Might Semri, Air Force strike destroyed rebel positions, killing scores. In the Waldiba area, Fano forces kill 15 rebels and push them back. In Afar region, Chifra area, rebels are retreating. Furthermore, ENDF has bombed several TPLF positions in Tere, Gosh Meda, Beshlo, and Kabero Meda. In Gushana, rebel forces are dwindling as they are moving all their rebels to the southern front. As a last effort, TPLF is attempting to capture Hayek, and it is using its unit called a Ghazi Commando, but so far, they were thwarted. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe. This is the war report for October 26, 2021. The Ethiopian National Defense Force, ENDF, Air Force has carried out airstrikes in Mekelle again. This time destroying a TPLF training camp. The Air Force has continued to take several airstrikes throughout Wello, particularly in southern Wello. Also, in southern Wello, near hike in areas of Amanamba, Kolkwalo, and Kite, there is intense fighting going on. On the western side of Boru Meda, near Gilba area, TPLF's advance has been thwarted via ground and airstrike, and the rebels have retreated to Burukta mountain. In Kudabur, rebels have once again recaptured the town, but there is unconfirmed news claiming that Amhara Regional Force and ENDF have captured it again. Also, near Kudabur, Fano forces kill and capture several rebels in an area called Marawa. In areas called Jarota, Karafani, and Kundi, rebels suffer horrific losses, especially in Alasha Mated and Karfani areas. Witnesses claim that in Alasha area alone, 2,000 rebels were killed. However, the fighting still continues in various areas. There is intense fighting in the following areas: Alasha Meda, Kudabur, Swalula, Boru Selassie, and on the Gushana to Akat Road. On the Gushana to Akat Road, the rebels have taken some losses. In Delanta County, 13 trucks full of Tigray rebels were dispatched for Kudabur. In Tere and Beshlo areas, TPLF offensive was swiftly thwarted. Tenta is under the control of ENDF. Wuldia is serving as a hub for exchanging reinforcements and transporting dead bodies to Mekelle. Also, in Wuldia, TPLF has dispatched 80 trucks full of rebels to Wuldia. This could be reinforcement for southern Wello or Gushana area. In Ambassal, the rebels have camped in a school called Zihit, near Delba town. In Werbabu, near Ardibo, where they had camped, Air Force carried out a strike killing scores of rebels. In Lalibela, Dabo Katima and Darimo are under the control of Amhara region forces. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe. This is the war report for October 27, 2021. TPLF rebels have turned Wejaltina as a command center, where they dispatch rebels to Kudabur, Tenta, Ambassal, Ahun Tegihing, and Wigaltana. In Kudabur, Alasha, the Air Force has carried out strikes on rebel positions, killing more than 260 rebels, but they are sending more reinforcements to Kudabur. Also, in Kudabur, a top TPLF rebel leader, a colonel, has been captured. In Boru Meda, near the university, there was sporadic gunfire. However, rebels have been thwarted, and many of them were killed. In Boru Selassie, there is still intense fighting going on. In Tauladere areas, the rebels have camped in the following mountainous areas: Kosoro, Haroye, Dihar Bilgo, Meskel Kola, and Goro Gemile. However, as of midday, ENDF Air Force is bombing the area and the results of damage is not yet known. In southern Dessie, rebel attempted to control Kombolcha Airport via Kazaro, but were thwarted and 40 of them were killed. In Dessie, 2 rebel spies were captured. In Lalibela Bulbila, Amhara forces controlled the area. Air Force has destroyed rebel positions in Ambasal, near Washagiyargiya's area. In Kudabur and Boru Selassie fronts, 120 rebels and over 200 assault rifles and machine guns were captured. The arms were distributed to Amhara youths. In Haik, many rebel commandos were killed and they are fleeing to Garana. Air Force has taken strikes in Swalula area. All in all, ENDF airstrikes have killed 2,500 rebels for the day. Thank you for watching and please subscribe. This is the War Report for October 28, 2021. In Mekelle, the Ethiopian National Defense Force, Air Force, has taken a surgical strike on TPLF Arms Depot and Training Camp. In southern Wello, there is intense fighting in the following areas: Kudabur, Borumeda, Haik, near Bishanko, Jildiba, Gulesa, Tita, and Hara Audit. In Borumeda, near the university, 20 Tigray rebels surrendered to Amhara forces. The Air Force has taken strikes on TPLF positions in mountainous areas such as Burukti, Ambissa Masaria, and Feri Mikamicha. In Kudabur, Amhara forces control surrounding mountains, while Tigray rebels control the town. In Ruga area, TPLF lost an entire brigade when they attempted to advance to Dessie via Tosa Mountains. Near Haik, Kazaro, and Korke area, Amhara forces and ENDF capture 400 rebels along with their arms. In Washagihirgis, Air Force strike completely destroys rebels' camp and scores were killed. In Dessie City, 2 TPLF artillery spotters with GPS and radio communication were killed. In Werbabu, Amhara, and ENDF forces have destroyed 3 TPLF trucks and have captured 2 anti-aircraft guns, several assault rifles, 3 rebel leaders, and killed a top TPLF leader. In northern Wello, TPLF is adding reinforcements from Wuldia to Hamyasid and Gushana areas. In Taja, rebels are camped in Misfinya school. In Tenta, rebels are digging trenches in an area called Guna. In Adi Arike, Nifasit, rebels are shelling towards outskirts of Debark. Thank you for watching and please subscribe. This is the War Report for October 29, 2021. In southern Wello, Ruga, near Ambessa Mountain, over 100 Tigray rebels were killed and 7 were captured. In the last 2 days, in Ambasal and Kudabur, TPLF has lost 2 brigades. ENDF airstrike has destroyed 6 truck full of Tigray rebels that were coming from Delanta towards Kudabur. Despite the heavy losses, TPLF is adding reinforcements in many areas. It is adding reinforcements from Ambasal Marie to Korke, Borumeda, and Haik Bishanko area. TPLF is also adding more rebels to Taja and Gushana, and they are bringing the rebels from Lalibela and Wuldia areas. To the northeast of Dessie, thousands of rebels and 379 rebels were captured near Kazorov and Korke. In Dessie City, 4 artillery spotters were captured today, bringing the total TPLF artillery spotters captured this week to 21. In Akat, the rebels have mounted an artillery on the outskirts. In Delanta, many wounded rebels were seen being treated at an elementary school, and they are also training in the area. The World Food Program, WFP trucks have been found. Witnesses say the rebels are using them and that they are parked at Babasat near Kabiro Meda. In southern Wello, near northwestern Haik, there is intense fighting and rebels have camped near Libano's elementary school. Scores of TPLF rebels that sneaked into a mountainous area near Wello University were all killed. In Werbabu, near Dure, rebels have mounted an artillery. To northeastern of Dessie, near Ardibo, scores of rebels were killed. Airstrikes the ENDF has taken today were in Ambasal, Lalibela, Werbabu, Kudabur and Tembian Kola. Thank you for watching and please subscribe. This is the War Report for October 30, 2021. There is intense fighting near Borumeda, near Gabata. There is also intense fighting on the northeastern on the outskirts of Dessie near Dalebo area. Yesterday, some 30 Tigray residents of Dessie that were working with TPLF by creating panic and disinformation on the public. All of them were detained in the act. 4 of them had GPS and radio communication with them, and they were acting as artillery spotters for TPLF. With further investigation, assault rifles were found in some of their houses. The ENDF Air Force has bombed several rebel positions in the following areas: Alashamida, Kudavur, Ambasal Maria, near Haik and Werbabu. Witnesses say the rebels took heavy losses. To the northeastern part of Dessie, near Korke, an entire TPLF brigade was destroyed. In Delanta, TPLF leaders are camped at Tikulena Elementary School. In Wadla, near Kwana, they had more rebels to the area. The artillery that was shelling Dessie is located at Ambasal Mariu area. TPLF is sending thousands of rebels in an effort to take control of Dessie. As of this moment, TPLF is not in control of Dessie. Thank you for watching and please subscribe.